All right, because I want everything that we say to each other to be recorded.
Sure.
All
You
right?
want to step away from the door so the dog's not barking?
Yeah. Here's what happened. This is a chronic situation. I've been living here 12 years. This lot has been trespassed on probably 5,000 or 6,000 times in the last 12 years.
Okay.
All right, you see that tee box right out there?
Yep.
Where the bucket is? We're downrange of it.
Okay.
All right? The golf course will tell you, if you go to the golf course manager, they'll say, gee, he don't have a problem. He doesn't have a problem. I don't. I don't have a problem when the men's club goes through in the morning. But in the afternoon, like right now, when the morons come out, and what I mean by a moron is somebody like your size. What, are you about 6'3", 240 pounds?
Well, I appreciate the size, but I'm not quite that big.
Well, you're a big fella. Your standard issue, you get on that tee box, if you've never played a round of golf in your life and you're out with your buddies, asking you to hit a golf ball with a golf club to that green is like asking you to do calculus. You shouldn't be on there.
Okay.
All right? You have no skills with a golf club at all. You don't know anything about it. You don't know which end of the club to hold on to. You squeeze it like until the blood comes out of the end of it. You have no skills. That's what I deal with day in, day out. When I get a window broke by the golf course, and the golf course knows that.
Have you had a window broken yet?
All the time. You see that panel up there?
Yeah.
The replacement cost of that panel is $750 right there. Okay, replacement.
And the club doesn't
No, they don't get it. They go as soon as it leaves our airspace. This is ghetto golf. This is ghetto golf. If you were working the streets in downtown Phoenix and kids were going by and throwing rocks at something near your house and a rock got away from and busted your window, you'd be after those kids, right after them, right? Now, I got the same situation here. We got morons back down there. They come up to that tee box, and they're not going to let their friend play the ladies' tee box or let them start out at this tee box. We don't care. You see anything on that golf cart that says we're responsible for broken windows or injury? No. Not only that, I have to put up with personal injury. Now, I've had 3 windows broken here. A window broken there when I owned that house. What happened is, this is general protocol. This golf course was here 3 years before the houses. Okay? Every moron from the West Valley that came out here, they think they know golf. This is the only place they've ever played. They don't know a thing about golf.
So the course was here before your house went in?
Oh yeah, and everybody, the houses, what they did is they built this long championship narrow course that everybody wants to play grip and rip on. And a young man like you, if you've been playing here for 10 years, you've been able to get up on any tee box, grip and rip with no consequences. Complete impunity. If you take out somebody's window, oh well. All right? Now, they changed the golf course card right after they sold the golf course privately. This golf course was owned by the people who lived on the course.
Okay.
All right? It was part of the adult village. Golf course, adult village, all one. We all shared everything. That's why they put on the golf card, when we were all one, you're responsible for property damage and injury.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
As soon as they sold the golf course and it went into private hands, they said, we're not going to get involved. We've got ghetto golf here. This is ghetto golf. They know 9 out of 10 people that go up to that tee box have never had a lesson. They know that 9 out of 10 people that go up to that tee box miss to the right. They know that everybody up there that thinks that they're going to go short because of that big void down there where the water can run, they have to aim to the right. I hear husbands tell their wives every time when they get on the tee box, aim to the right. So everybody's focus is, if I miss, I'm going to miss right.
Okay.
All right? Now, I've played golf all over this country. I played Seattle, I played San Francisco, I played Boston, New York, South Carolina. When you play muni courses in San Francisco, Seattle, or anything, and that's what this is a muni, the Sundance Muni, they put up nets. Wherever there's a chance that somebody can get hit, they put up a net, or they fix it. Okay. All right? A course I played in California, it existed like this. This situation happened for 35 years. It was a course. They built a lot of houses around it. The people were plagued with broken windows day in and day out. On the 9th hole, it was so bad that the green was right up against the houses. So anybody that hit a bad tee shot back there, a young kid like you, he goes, I'm 275 out, I'm still going to try to reach it with a 3-wood. I'm going to par this hole, whatever, I'm going for it. And they grip and rip, and the easiest thing to do with a fairway club is to squirt it to the right or left. So they squirt it right, and they take out these houses. They finally the city, maybe after somebody got killed, or a child got brain injury or something from a golf ball, because this was happening every day, they finally moved the green. They took that one green that was the official green, they made it a practice green. Now they had a lake, they built a lake, and they moved the green to the middle of the lake. Now, if this golf course would show some class, and the people would step up and fix every one of these holes. Now, I got that broken, and a week before I got that broken, I got a broken window out front that came from that tee box up there. Another morphodite. Whoever laid this golf course out says, we got a get out of jail free card. Every time somebody complains, all we have to do is say, you bought a house on a golf course. Now, it says on the card, no trespassing. You're not supposed to trespass on anybody's lawn. And I get people trespassing on my lawn all the time. That distance from the golf cart right there up to here, I've seen Olympic records broken getting up to my lot. And they walk onto my lot like, this is a golf course. This is a landing and recovery area for golf course. If they didn't want us to use it, why is it here? I mean, you expect me to play around the golf? If I play grip and rip golf all day and I can't go on the lots to get my golf ball back, I'm going to go through 24 golf balls. Because that's the only way I know how to play golf out here. I've been playing golf here for 15 years. There ain't a lot I haven't walked on. And I resent the fact that this guy that owns this lot now and pays taxes on it and pays dues on it, everything else, I resent that he's going to tell me I can't walk on his lot. I have confrontations all the time with people. A guy like you, a big guy like you, walked up here one day and I saw him from the kitchen walking up and he was looking up here. He would have walked to between my houses if that's where the ball was. And I've seen people do it. He came up and I came up and I stood right there and I said, okay, what's your next move? Stare down. And the guy, now he realizes, well, I can't go. You know what he did? He sat and he looked on my lot for about 2 or 3 paces just to look on it to say, my ball's there somewhere, all right? It was a pissing contest between me and this guy because he wanted that ball. He didn't want to leave it. Now, I resent morons from Nebraska, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Canada coming in here and just because everything's an accident. Everything's an accident. If I wrote up a report, there was a report. The golfer goes,
I'm listening. Let's go stand in the shade. I'm getting all sweaty standing here. I'm still listening. Wrote up the report for what?
Because I confronted a golfer. I was working graveyard, all right? I'm an old man. I was all stressed out. I was working at the airport. I was having panic attacks going to work, all right? I'm a little bit off emotionally. I went and saw doctors for it and everything else. What it was is I wasn't getting any sleep. Well, anyway,
so what's the clubhouse saying to you about this?
they're not going to say anything because it means putting up signs.
Okay,
what's
your HOA say about it?
My HOA, they kicked me out of the HOA. All right, and that's another thing. Why you're here, standard police, why you're here is because you won't take this report from me unless you come and interview me. You're going to get the facts before you do anything else. You did it last week when the guy come, my neighbor 2 doors down, every morning. He's from Wisconsin. He's got himself a proprietorship easement on every golf ball in that lake. Every morning he gets out at break of dawn. By the time the sun is 20 minutes in the air, he's done. He's got 30, 40 balls in his bag. Every day he's here. He's a snowbird. I said to him one day, I got sick of seeing it. You know, it's like those balls are for golfers. To people who play golf and buy a golf fee, what's he doing taking their balls out of the lake? All right? If you're playing golf, you play and you got a little kid with you, maybe the kid's bored with golf, so you give him a stick and say, go try to find some golf balls, and he finds 4, you got him hooked for life as a golfer. That'll never happen with this guy down here. He gets up every morning and he scrubs that lake of golf balls. These are my golf balls. I don't own the lake, I don't own the golf course, but until I've found a loophole. I found a loophole. And then the policeman, instead of going to the clubhouse first, when he took the guy's report, instead of going to the clubhouse and clarifying from the clubhouse, is he legal doing this? Is he supposed to do that? No, he come and talk to me first. He comes and talks to me, and he doesn't know the rule. I go, is he supposed to do that? He doesn't own the golf course. He doesn't own those balls. Why don't you go talk to the clubhouse? Okay? Now, this is the double talk I'm getting from the police department. Now, a year ago, I went to a meeting. They don't want me in the meeting. I'm making a lot of trouble for them because they built my house wrong, and I'm doing everything. They kicked me out of the club. They kicked me out of the HOA because I went to a meeting. I sat through a whole meeting. Now, Charlie Waters gives Jackie Meck, or he used to, $30,000 to Jackie Meck's favorite charity, All Faith, every year. He even got up in a meeting and he said, this is $70,000 we've given your charity in the last 3 years from the golf course. So that Jackie Meck isn't going to bite the hand that feeds them.
Well, look, I don't need to get on the tangent about the homeowners association.
Well, the thing of it is...
No, listen. I gave you your chance to
all
talk
right,
about it.
go ahead. Give me...
So your concern is about the people coming on your property. And we can address that issue, but you have to call us as they're on the property because obviously no one's out there now.
Okay.
So I don't know who they are.
Well, if you go to the clubhouse, it's 2 young gentlemen. They're on the back 9 by now. If they didn't quit after 9. I approached them. They looked at me like I had 2 heads. What are you talking about? The one guy driving is typical. I play this course all the time. We walk in anybody's lot all the time. Why am I paying taxes? Why am I paying dues on a lot, a privately owned lot, and come over here and see this? This is another thing I dealt with your golf. There's no policy here. The policy is until somebody makes us move these tees and makes us start buying windows and paying hospital bills for children to get hit by golf balls, we're not going to touch this. We're going to leave it alone. We got them. We got the mayor on our side. We got everybody on our side. This window over here, this is what I'm talking about. That's why I called you.
Is this your house?
I used to own all 3 of these houses.
Do you own this one?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I can't sell it. You know why I can't sell it?
Why is that?
Because the city of Buckeye allowed the builder to sink my property 3 inches. The pad of this property is 3 inches low. That means the sewer pipes that run from the house out to the street are 3 inches low.
Why don't you sue the builder?
Have you ever talked to a lawyer?
On occasion, yeah.
What's the first thing they tell you?
I don't know, usually I'm on the other end of a defense interview when I talk to them.
Well, I've talked to several lawyers.
Okay.
All right, first of all, they got an ASU degree. That's a diploma factory. Any lawyer that comes out of the ASU education system, they don't have any civil rights background at all. None. Okay? I go into a lawyer and he says, give me 20, I don't want to hear nothing. Because whatever I hear will ruin me. If I hear it, I've heard it. Don't tell me nothing, write a check for $20,000 and expect 2 years and $200,000 for us to fix this for you. Have you got $200,000? No. That's why I'm stuck with this. And that's why I'm so angry, because the HOA, their thing is, we're gonna destroy your character. We're gonna have Charlie Waters call up a dispatcher who he knows, and the dispatcher's been given orders from Jackie Meck. If Charlie calls, do whatever he wants. Give him what he wants.
You're talking about one of our dispatchers?
I got the report in there. I went and got the report 2 days later. This Officer Morrison goose-stepped like a little Hitler used, goose-stepped up my stoop and pulled me out of the house. Now, if I would have had the children in the house, I've got a little girl that ate. Huh?
What are you talking about, Officer Morrison?
Because Charlie Waters.
What's goose-step mean?
Goose-step means he was being a little Hitler youth. The dispatcher said, go out and give this guy a lecture. He had no paperwork. He had no complaint. He didn't even have a written complaint. Charlie Waters called on the phone, and the dispatcher dispatched that guy to my house. He didn't go and have to take anything from Charlie Waters.
So
just
so I'm clear in this story, you're describing Officer Morrison as a Hitler.
Well, the way he came up, he's got no business to stand on my stoop and give me a lecture. I don't think the police department had any business unless Charlie Waters went over there, and then Charlie Waters puts in this report. I'm requesting that the chief of police have this guy crazy.
So
I'm crazy
right.
because I spent 4 years in the Marine Corps during Vietnam. That's why I'm crazy.
Listen, you're getting all over the place. And I'm letting you rant a little bit because I want to hear what you have to say.
Well, I want